Emanuele Caruso.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for your presence here. And I'm so glad to be here, it's an honor. And I want to tell you just one thing, is my second feature film. And it tells about 3 different stories. But I want to tell you this thing that I think is important. I made this film with an idea to give you 2 hours of stop, of pause from your life, to try to give you something to think about. It's not a film that try to give you some answers, because I don't have answers in my pockets to you. But this is a film that try to make questions. I think questions are so important in our life, and I think the questions are maybe similar to each of us, but the answers are personally to each of us. So thank you for coming, and at the end I will be here to answer to your questions. It's an honor. Thank you so much.
First of all, congratulations. I understand it's a project that took you a total of 8 years in the making, between writing, rewriting, shooting, editing. How come such a long time?
Long time because we don't have the money to make this film. The original budget was about 2 million euros. And we made it with less than 200,000 euros. So 1 to 10, because in Italy no one believes in this project, no production, no producers, no distribution. So we self-product this film with a royalty-based crowdfunding campaign on a platform, Italian platform, and we try to make this film with the only money we have, because we believe in this project. So many years.
It's an interesting form of crowdfunding, because it's not like what is common here, that people contribute to a project of a friend of theirs or somebody they believe in, but it's basically a donation. In your case, it was a different kind of crowdfunding. So it was a sort of investment for the people that donated. Tell us something more about that.
Of course, is called royalty-based. So people on this platform can buy some part of the film. We put in, we're selling 2,000, sorry, of quote. I don't know the
shares.
Yeah, of the shares, and one share was 50 euros, and people buy these shares. We sell 80,000 of euros to 500 people, and they take a little part of the box office of this film. So no donation, but they participate to the box office. And 6 months ago, we wrote to these people, and we told them that we, with the box office, the great box office of this film, we can give back all of the money. So no one becomes rich, but but as I said always, their money made a film that now exists, and that money gives works, jobs to Italian crew, and this film sells in Italy 50,000 of tickets. So for the moment in Italy, this is the biggest crowdfunding campaign in royalty base that ever made for a movie.
And another interesting and to me very moving aspect of the shooting of this film was a sort of a community effort on the part of the people living in this beautiful valley. I've never been there, but it's an extraordinary place. So first of all, tell us something about this place, the location in which you shot this film, and then we talk about the community effort that were behind it.
The main location was in Piedmont. Is the Grande Valley. Grande is big, so the big valley, Grande Valley, and is near the Switzerland. And this valley is the wilderness, is the biggest wilderness area in Europe. 150 kilometers of this valley, and is so wild, so big that entire area of this valley is unexplored to human being. So I live in Alba. It's a small city famous for the wine, for the truffle, for the good food, and I don't know this valley. In my region, I don't know the existence of this valley. And to shoot this film in this incredible area, the inhabitants of this last small town called Capraga, they give us their home for 2 months. They go out and they give us their home.
To the cast and the crew of the film?
To the cast and the crew,
How many people live in this village?
60, small. It's very small.
So they basically left their homes, went to stay with friends and family, and they gave their homes to the cast and the crew of the film. What about the food? What did you eat?
Yeah, because the budget to stay in Grande Valley for 2 months, and the budget to give food to the crew was 100,000 euros, and we don't have this money because the film budget was the 200.
Total.
So it was impossible, and we find some industry in Italy. One of these industries is Italy. Italy gave us 2,000 of kilos of food, and a school of alberghiero in Italy. I don't
like hospitality.
And
culinary institute, something like that.
And this school comes to us and send their students to in the summer, and they cook. They cook for us, for free. So in this way we
donated food cooked by the students of this culinary school. For 2 months.
For 2 months, and it appears simple, but to coordinate, organize this thing, 1 year of work to coordinate, to program, to organize this great, crazy. It's crazy. This crazy idea,
But I love it. It really takes a village, and that's a demonstration. And I just want to leave aside for a minute the technical aspects that are fascinating, the way in which you raised the money, the way in which the movie was made. To go back to the story, and we understand that there are basically 3 stories of 3 characters: Father Sergio, the story of Gea, and the story of the researcher. There are 3 real stories, more or less, inspired by real stories, but these 3 characters never came together. You have them meet in your film. And how did you have this idea of taking 3 characters so different and combining them in one unique story?
There are 3 stories, as you told, and
still
And-
working on calibrating these microphones.
Okay, and I meet these three characters in three different moments of my life. Yeah, it's correct. They don't meet each other in the real life. I use the characters of Martino. Martino is a fantasy character, and I use this character to as a collante. I don't know the word.
It's a glue that keeps them
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
As
to
a
keep
unifying
them
element.
together.
Yeah.
We write this story 8 times in 1 year and a half, and Martino is the main character. Goes in this screenplay the seventh right.
In the 7th version, he was not there before.
Oh yeah, of the screenplay. So initially, Gea goes alone on Monte Paradiso, but at the end, I find that Martino was the real eye to tell this story, and what I really want to screen to tell to the people was not a biographic life of these three characters, but I'm interested for the spiritual dimension of the three characters. That I believe each characters in their life is try to search something under the surface of this life. They dig in the ground to search something, and I love this, and I try to put in on the screen.
One fascinating character, of course, is Father Sergio, who is based on a real Benedictine monk who spent 40 years in these abbey, even if he was alone. He lived
Of
as
course.
an hermit, even if he was
Yeah.
a Benedictine monk. And he really assembled this library. Tell us something about him. Have you met him in person?
Of course, and the library you see in the film is the real one. We shoot in the real one library, and today is also there in another valley. It's not in the Grande Valley, but it's in Maira Valley. It's another beautiful valley near Alba, and in this library today there is the Gian Maria of the film. But in the real life, his name is Daniele, and he is there, and is the custodian.
Custodian.
Yeah, the custodian of this library. And after the film, many people goes to visit this library that is easy to go, because you can go with the car.
You don't need a donkey. You can get there by
no
car.
donkey. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And what about the number of visitors of the Valle Grande? Has that changed? Did your
because
movie somehow spoil the beauty and uncontaminated nature of this place?
In the Maira Valley, to visit the library, Daniele told me only in these few months, and there are 2,000 people. And in the Maira Valley, in the Grande Valley, 10,000. So a lot of, and this was unexpected for us, because this film
and it's a natural park, so nothing can be built there.
It's a national park,
yeah.
of course, and as I told you, is the biggest wilderness area of the Europe.
I think now we can open up the conversation to our audience if there are any questions. Yes.
I don't understand the subject. Carabinieri goes to see all the books, but nothing happens. Let them see the books.
Nel film a un certo punto arrivano i carabinieri e si vogliono sequestrare i libri.
Ah.
Poi in realtà non succede nulla.
What is the question?
Yes. The lady was asking, at a certain point in the movie, there are police investigators and they are threatening to seize the books. But then in the end, nothing happens to the books, and the books are still in the library. So what's going on with those, with that scene and with the books?
It's a small problem of editing, because in the original screenplay, this scene goes in another part. So when we don't have money, you need to invent something to put all together. But the policeman was there not for the library. The policeman was there to try to find the doctor, and the library for him was only una scusa, an excuse, to force Father Sergio to tell him where the doctor is. Okay, I know it's not so clear. You're right. You're right.
Other questions? Yes, ma'am. Can you take the microphone so everybody can hear you?
Oh,
Thank you.
wow. How did you get all the equipment up there? The lights and the cameras and the audio equipment, the sound equipment?
With a donkey? No, I'm sorry. I'm joking. No. We use two cargo with cargo in Italian is a big car, not an airplane. Okay, and because for arriving Capraga, there is the bad street I ever seen in my life. The worst street I ever seen in my life. And with this big car, we take them to Capraga. But one of the secrets of this film is that we shoot it with a low equipment, 3 lights for entire film, because up there is no electrical power, so we need to invent something. And my DOP, director of photography, shoot with very low and easy equipment, because without money and without nothing, we need to invent something.
Sounds remarkably like many of the neo-realistic films that we are presenting as part of a series.
The same way.
Often it seems that there is this brilliant choice of using natural light and limited.
But we force it to use this.
It's the same for them. I mean, it's not that they had a choice to use a lot of lights and film stock of a certain kind.
3 lights in all the film.
Remarkable. Yes, the microphone is going to get to you in just a second. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this very important and moving movie. What is the name of the doctor in real life on whom this was based?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to say?
Yeah, I can say it to you. And the doctor comes from Messina. It's a town in Sicily. And I changed the name in the film because, as I told you at the beginning, I don't want make some spot from nobody, and I want only to make a question, and I have no answers. So I want to change the name, but the real name is Giuseppe Zora. Zora. And he studied something of different to the natural medicine, but in his opinion, natural medicine and science can stay together. Okay, he don't tell that you don't go to the hospital. No, and I much appreciate this vision.
Can I also just say one other thing? The 2 scenes, and I don't know who wrote this scene, but it's brilliant, where the carabinieri, where the police officers come and they talk. Beautiful scene. Yeah, I am a hunter of chicanery also, and you begin to realize what's going on. And then Father Sergio gives a piece of information. Okay, 2:30, they're going to be the train at this place, a different place from where they show the sign, okay? So after that scene comes the plan, how we're going to go away. And it seems that maybe if you flipped those 2 scenes and put that planning scene before the scene where Father Sergio gives the information, it'll be easier for us, because I'm so confused. It looks like Father Sergio gave them away for the sake to keep his library, and yet the next scene they're all still there doing the planning. Just a thought, because I'm thinking, how can
Yeah,
he
it's the
sold them
same,
out. It's the same problem.
it's
the
the
only.
same.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a flashback and a flash forward.
Yeah, you
okay?
can't tell that. You can't
Yeah.
tell it, yeah.
The police scene is in the future. When the police scene stop, you come back in the past. I know it's not easy. I know.
We don't know that.
You
we don't know
come
that,
back
yeah.
in the past and you see that Rubio know that policeman will come.
Will come. Mhm.
So he study a plan with the others before. Flash forward. I know is not so.
So you can put that.
I
scene,
know,
you can
I
put
know,
that scene
I know.
first, maybe. Maybe
Yeah.
put the scene first. Anyway, bravo, bravo, bravo.
You're right.
And just a footnote, that flying thing between an Ape car and a helicopter, does
Yeah.
it really work? And who
It's really
created it?
work. It really work. I find it on YouTube. I called them, and they said, "Okay, Emanuele, we make your film gratis for free." I said, "Wow, thank you." And they go. They went. They.
Are they Italian?
Yeah, the Italian, and they make 1,000 kilometers to come to us, and it works. It's not a visual effect. We don't have money to that, and it really works.
It's a real flying Ape car.
Flying up a car.
That's genius.
I use this flying upper car because it's similar to this film. The upper car is not made for flying, and this film is not made to be real. So they are similar, okay?
Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about the cast? You know, are they all professional actors? I would like to hear something.
Yeah, they are professional actors, but for example, the characters of Gea and was Viola Sartoretto, the actors, and this is her first film, feature film for the cinema, for the theaters, and for example, Giulio Brogi is Father Sergio, is one of the most Italian actor in theaters, and the cast of this film was so important because they married this film. They came from, and I gave them a little budget. Father Sergio, Giulio Brogi, take for a film 40,000 euros, and in my film, he take a little part of that because he loves this movie, and for make this a movie like this, you need to love the story and put in another dimension. This is the secret of the casting. I find the actor and actors that love this story, and they live 2 months in the mountain with isolated from the city,
world,
okay,
yeah.
the world, and this never happens in the cinema.
Yes, Eugenio.
So thank you very much for giving us the opportunity of living in another dimension for at least 2 hours, because we are in New York, like them, you know.
I know.
And I complain because it was too short. We started, you know, getting used to those landscapes, the air, and the characters, because, you know, we are looking ourselves, you know, many, many times for another dimension. So thank you very much.
Thank you to you.
Thank you.
Really.
Thank you.
Grazie,
Grazie.
Yeah.
When I think it was Marco, was his name Marco, the physician's helper?
Rubio.
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 I'm sorry,
Okay,
Rubio.
sorry, okay.
Rubio, I'm confusing you. Rubio, when he gave them something to the bottles to drink, what was it? No, not so much what was in it, but what happened to them? Because they killed the
Cosa
donkey.
c'era dentro mi scusi, e cosa gli succede a
They
questi?
killed the donkeys.
Okay, it's not easy to explain, but
I see.
Mastro and Rubio believes that we are what we eat, okay? And the secret of a good life is the good food. And they prepare this juice of vegetables and fruit. In Italian we call them estratto.
An
I don't
extract,
know.
yes.
Extra.
Yeah, and Rubio in his life made this fruit and vegetables. He put them together, and he gives it to you because in one glass of this juice you can eat kilos of fruit and
Okay.
vegetable, and this is so good for your
System. yeah.
system, of course.
But we understand that there is an extra doses of red hot chili pepper in the one that he gives to them, right?
But he,
That's the reason why they spit it out.
Yeah, because Rubio loves so much the chili peppers, and he made it so hot in real life, and I put it in the film.
but nothing happened to them after they drank. It was,
Yeah, if you drink it,
No, but nothing is supposed to happen to them. It's not supposed to harm them, no? Soltanto non deve danneggiarli o ferirli questo succo.
il succo di peperoncini.
No, quello che gli dà lui da bere lì.
Ah, che gli
La
fa...
signora domanda, ma cosa succede a queste persone dopo che bevono?
They burn.
They feel a burning sensation.
Because this succo, this juice,
This juice?
yeah, is you need to put a little on the pasta. You not to drink. If you drink it, you burn it inside.
Yes. Lady back.
I would like to know where you're from in Italy, your region.
Piedmont. Piedmont is the reason where I shoot. Alba, this town, this small town, is in Piedmont.
Turin is the most important city of Piedmont, but your last name is Caruso.
Yeah,
So do you want to?
Sicilian name, so
Yeah.
it's maybe confusing, but because my father comes from Sicily, and my mother is in Piedmont, so I am half blood. I don't
Mixed
know.
blood.
Mixed blood, yeah,
Piedmont is Sicilian, but
Yeah.
you were born and raised in Piedmont.
yeah, of
Okay.
course. I love Piedmont.
In white truffle land, not a bad place.
Yeah,
to
in
grow up
white truffle. Yeah.
Yes, the lady there.
I would like to know your next project. Do you have one?
My next project is find the money to make the next project. And
You've become very good at that.
yeah, well, maybe. And the Italian theater and cinema situation is very bad. And as I say before with you, I try to make my next film in another country, because in Italy the situation is not good for the cinema. It's not it's not good tell you this, but it's the truth. And we go very well at the box office, but the cinema in this moment to give you the money of your box office, they give you in 1 year if you are lucky. So it's very it's not easy. And the next one I will try to made outside the Italy. And the good news is this is the good news that HBO, the television, buy this film. I don't know why, but I hope this is a beginning for the third. I hope.
Yes, the gentleman there.
Thank you also. So your last name is Caruso. That's why you chose somebody in the movie that looks like Pavarotti.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, maybe. Why not?
That's the joke part. No, but the question is, so this movie really moved me a lot because everybody, even the doctors who have this medicine, they're taking extra care to prepare their patients that they don't have the answers. Yeah. You know, they don't have so it's sort of like a respite from the modern world. Well, everybody has to be perfect all the time. Like they all want to show. Like when you look for a job, you want to show this, you want to show you can do that, you can do this, and this is like a perfect step back, and tells us to relax a little bit, and maybe that will be the healing. So thank you again.
Thank you.
We have time for one more question back there. Yes.
I enjoyed everything about the movie, the story, and it's really thought-provoking. One of the things I also enjoyed, which was sort of in the background, was the music. The music was wonderful. Can you say a few words about the selection of the pieces that you included in the movie? Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, the music is original. My composer made it with me via Skype, because we live in two different cities, and we record this music in Macedonia, not in Italy, because in Italy it's too expensive. So we recorded it via Skype. So my composer direct the musician through Skype, because we are crazy. But I don't know. I need to ask him. I don't know. I don't know. But we made via Skype, and we also have the video, because we made the video. You can find it on YouTube if you write Remo Baldi, the name of my composer, and La Terra, Buona, the good ground. You can discover it.
And of course, it was reminiscent of the Ennio Morricone soundtrack for Sergio Leone, for Spaghetti Western. Yeah. How come you wanted to establish that sort of connection with Sergio Leone?
Because I love Sergio Leone, I love Ennio Morricone, and I hope my third film will be a Western movie, but too many expensive, I don't know. We will see.
Well, we can just wish you that your dreams come true. Two have already come true, because before this film you made another one. So just from all of us, best
Thank you
wishes
so
for
much.
your future.
Thank you so much. It's an honor. Thank you.